I rebuke you.
Yeah, that should be good.
Testing. All right, so hey guys, I'm very excited to really get consistent again with the podcast, especially since I'm trying to make more content on other platforms rather than just YouTube, especially since I've been taking a break from YouTube. But I'm very eager to welcome the podcast back. So welcome to There's Always a Ladder. I am your host, Trinity. If you don't know, There's Always a Ladder. The title of it basically, if I told myself if I ever wrote another poetry book, that would be the title, There's Always a Ladder, because I feel in whatever tough situation that there ever is in life, there's always a ladder for you to climb yourself out of once you hit rock bottom. So that's what this is. We just talk about life, the universe, love, everything else in between, all of those things. And today I'm here with Sunset Trei. Oh my god.
Yay. Sunset Trei.
Extra.
Take your shirt off. Big dick energy.
Oh.
Dig down kale salad.
Dig down kale salad. The infamous.
It's Sunset Trei. I'm here. This is actually good that I'm here because I'm actually a fan of the podcast because I've listened to all of your episodes before, so it's like I'm honored to be here.
Before you knew me?
Yeah, before I knew you. And then I remember and then after I met you, I had listened to this episode you did with AB and Lotus, and then y'all shouted me out. You shouted me out in that episode. It was like y'all were talking about men with feminine energy or something like that. And I was like, this is dope. Now I'm actually
funny.
on here.
I love that. Yeah, so today we really just gonna do what we do, go with the flow, feel guided in whatever way we feel guided. Mm-hmm. Today we were gonna talk about something different, but we decided at the last minute that the topic will be like things that we've been learning recently. I feel like this will kind of give you guys some good insight, some good Q&As on what has been going on in my life as well as Trei's life, especially since I have taken a break from YouTube. So yeah, how do you want to go first? I'll let you go first since you're my guest.
Well, what angle are we gonna tackle this subject?
Anything. Anyway, any angle.
Okay. Well, let me just start with how I feel.
Okay.
Today I feel very balanced. I woke up with a clear mind. I didn't have many thoughts, and it was just a very, very clairvoyant conscious when I woke this morning. Felt great, felt balanced. I meditated for about 20 minutes, just sat there, cleared my mind. Did some yoga, which is like the thing that gives me superpowers, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's heard it before. I'm a full-on yogi. Like, that's my thing. So I've been feeling well today, and I just came here and decided to share this energy with everyone because I feel drowned and intoxicated in self-love. I've been really taking care of myself. I've been clearing the stress and the pressures that come with just living in society. You know, the things that like society tells you to do, or like it tries to pressure you to do, and especially like in adulthood, if you will. You know, I just been handling this shit with grace, being very resilient, you know, just moving at my own pace, living on my own terms, and being very sovereign in my own thinking, in my own ways of just being. And it feels really good. Like, it feels really, really good. I've been reaping the benefits of just being in the flow, being in surrender, because those are the natural laws in which the universe works. Mm-hmm. And when you are in resonance with that vibration, it's like all the good things in this universe just flow to you naturally. So I feel great. I've been reading to speak on the things that I've been learning.
Okay.
I've been reading The Power of Now.
Okay.
My friend Naya she let me read the book. What a powerful book. I'm sure a lot of you know what the power of now is. Most people do. It's a very popular spiritual book from Eckhart Tolle. I mean, you've heard of it, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I've never read it,
Okay.
but
He just pretty much explains to you very simply how to step outside of your mind, because that is the root of all human suffering. It's in the mental space.
Yeah.
It's not anywhere else in the body. It's in the mind, where the polarity is. And wow, this has been a very powerful book. I've been waking up and reading it in the morning, going outside.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, going outside, just stepping out on the back porch, because we're in spring now. So the mornings have been very beautiful. Birds have been chirping. The sky's been blue. Pollen's been kicking my ass
everywhere.
Right.
Fucking. I feel like pollen is like bukkake. Like right now.
What's bukkake?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like I'm very sorry. Like I apologize. Like to have to do this to you right now, bro. Like
It's the disappointed face.
Yeah.
I
don't think you really like. This is never. I could never ever see you interested in something like this. Yeah, it's when yeah.
Oh, okay, but
that's a perfect representation.
That's not okay.
Of the pollen.
Okay. So
yeah.
So yeah, that's been happening to us. This has been everywhere. Just
but
plant sperm.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But it's been beautiful.
But yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's been great though.
It's been great having all this pollen.
All this plant
orifices.
sperm. Yeah. Man, it's been beautiful. I've just hit a stride in my spiritual growth and evolution. I've been feeling really, really good about myself, and I've been feeling a lot of synchronicities working in my favor. Just feel very guided, feel very protected. Referring back to the power of now, if you haven't read the book, you should definitely try to read it. It just teaches you about the importance of presence.
Yeah.
And putting that first, never sacrificing your presence for anything. It is the most important aspect, because if you're not here in the present, then you're not even. I mean, it's really like you're not anything at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, if that makes sense, you're just not. It's dismissing the point of living. You know, to not be present. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. I've been embracing change. Learning how to embrace change. Because that's how I've been feeling. I've been writing a lot of like blog posts. I really enjoy the blog that I created. It's on my website, Alchemy of Creation, and the blog is called Everything is Upside Down, and I love that title wholeheartedly. I wrote a blog post that has not been uploaded yet, but it's called The Evolution of Willow, and I was basically talking about
Shit.
Yeah. You said what?
I need to read this.
Yeah, it's not out yet, but hopefully it'll come out within the next few days. But basically, it's talking about the evolution of Willow Smith, and it's talking about how I've been, of course, watching her and her brother since they were kids, but I didn't realize how influential in making me feel so secure within myself at various stages of my life. And I basically talk about Willow in the past 2 fucking years. She dropped Rise, the Rise EP with Johnavie Harrison. She dropped Willow. I think that came out over 2 years ago, but still, she dropped the self-titled album. She dropped Lately I Feel Everything and Transparent Soul, which marked a whole different era. And now recently she dropped Purge with Sick Brain, that single. And it's like,
I haven't heard it yet, but you.
It's like rock. That shit's hella rock. It's hella heavy metal. Lately I Feel Everything is very alternative. Rise is it's alternative, but on a completely different side of the spectrum.
It's like a devotional album.
On God, and then we can talk about Willow. That's alternative, but it's more alternative in a easier to accept socially way.
Yeah.
Then there's Ardipithecus, if we want to go super far back, and then there's the first. There's fucking Whip My Hair, there's the story behind when she was on tour and she just was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I didn't understand that this would be something that I would have to keep doing. Through her embracing, just from being someone that's not a part of her life and just looking at this from the outside in, but from her allowing herself to experience that change. And yeah, I have millions of people looking at me, but oh well, I don't want to make another Rise EP. I want to do heavy metal shit. I want to do something different. I might want to get into gospel. Who fucking knows, you know? And it was through that inspired me so much, because I have been having a hard time digesting the fact that, like, I wasn't going to go back and live at my old apartment and have those same experiences again, because I had been holding on to it for so long. I felt like that was a very prominent time in my life where I fucking hit 10K subscribers and turn around 6 months later hit 100K subscribers. I was being sponsored by so many different brands and companies. So many people worked with me everywhere I went. I was getting recognized, and, like, you know, those things still happen. It was just, I think it was just the excitement of it being something very new that I missed. And I had a different kind of, like, willpower. Like, I didn't feel as though I had as many responsibilities as I do now with this apartment and with my car. So I was just buying tickets, dipping, not worrying about shit, just going, doing shrooms, experiencing, meeting people, things like that. And it's just been a newfound embracing of change. And the biggest shift for me fairly recently has been me stepping back from my YouTube channel, because it was taking a lot out of me, and I felt like I had to keep making content to be relevant when I didn't resonate with the content that I was making. I was like, okay, well, people have assumed me to be this girl who gives hella helpful advice. Who am I if I am not doing that?
Yeah, giving people advice and helping them.
And then when I wasn't satisfied with my numbers, there's nothing wrong with my numbers, but I wasn't personally satisfied with them.
Yeah.
I was trying to recreate content that had blew me up in the past.
Yes.
And so it's like me trying to bring this old energy rather than just embracing the fact that shit is going to change, and that it's going to, for one, be okay, but two, also produce a much better outcome than what I think that it will.
Especially if it's like, if you really enjoy it, you know, it's like the outcome will come. Yeah. In the way that you know what I mean? Yeah. In its own way, in its own unfolding. But more than anything, it's like your energy is right because you enjoy what you're creating, first and foremost. So it's like, if you just stick to that and you feel right about what you're creating, then it's gonna feel good. You know what I mean? There's some science behind, like, our cells and shit, like how they say over time, I don't know how many years it is, but, like, all your cells regenerate.
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah.
Like 7 years, and then you're like not even the same person.
Yeah.
Technically. So you know, like that goes along just with what you're saying. It's like, you know, change is inevitable. That's not, to be honest, change is the only constant.
Oh.
So.
That's gonna be the name of the podcast.
Change is
the only constant. Yeah. I like that though. Thanks for the next tattoo. Thank you. Okay. Or for the next quote to print on a shirt.
Oh God. Hell no! I put on a sticky note on your mirror.
Oh God! Yeah, change is the only constant. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. It embodies it, because they always acted like, okay, there's elementary school. You know, you don't really know who you are, but when we ask you what do you want to be when you grow up, and you say princess or firefighter, we'll laugh. It's cute. Yeah. Then there's fucking middle school. Niggas expect you to be more serious about it, or at least take school seriously.
Yes.
And then there's high school. You know, it's like, now we have to know what the fuck we want to do, and if not what we want to do, at least know what college you want to go to.
Yeah.
You know, and then once you get in college, is what do you want to do for the rest of your life? What box can I put you in for the rest of your life?
And that's why I feel like it's such an important thing for me to be an artist and be creative, because I can't, like, imagine me wanting to be a doctor, and it's like I just have to be a doctor for the rest of my life. Like, I can't change. I mean, you can go back to school, or whatever.
Harder to
especially in a familial setting, because you can imagine how much your family will be in your fucking business if you go to school and become a doctor. Like, they're gonna be proud as fuck about that shit. Like, I can just imagine from my standing, like, everyone's gonna be oh, what are you doing in your life as a doctor? Like, that's so, even though, fuck y'all, doctors kill people, like, niggas, like, the fuck, like.
That's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's a different conversation. But still, like, you know, and it's just like, I just feel like it's always a box to be put in, because it's like, what if I go to school to be a doctor, but then I become a plastic surgeon? I do BBLs and breast enhancents. Like, is that not worthy of the same respect as being a pediatrician?
Yeah. Damn. What's up? It's abeing, if you will. And
I love that. I love that so much.
What's wrong with your thing?
Yeah, it comes out about the 30 minutes.
And I just well, I just want to piggyback off of what you were saying.
To piggyback, yo, when niggas say that shit, I be fucking dead. Okay, to piggyback off of what I was saying.
But change, yes, I've been really thinking about change a lot, and how change is like truly difficult, and like, because it's just not painful, but I guess it's just uncomfortable, which is the hardest lesson. There's no such thing as being comfortable and changing. Like, you're just always going to be stagnant. So that was a lesson I had to learn, and realize that all these growing pains, like, you could look at it as like, oh my God, life is hard and difficult, which I guess is true to a certain degree. Or you could just look at it as growing pains. Like, I look back at puberty, that shit hit me like a brick, my nigga. That shit was not fun. But I look back on it like, alright, at least I'm taller, and, you know.
Wait, what happened during puberty for you?
I was just so many emotions.
Emotions, yes.
Like
I have feelings.
Like, it's like an episode of Big Mouth.
No,
have you seen
God.
Big Mouth since you left here?
No.
We're gonna watch that shit.
All right, bet.
Like, I'm telling you, like, emotionally, I was just so fucked. Like, I was angry, I was sad, I was
Probably angsty a little bit.
Oh God, and then and bring on top of the fact I was sexually frustrated but confused at the same time.
You don't know what you want, but you want it.
Oh, literally.
And then you wake up and you don't want it.
And you don't know. You
don't
don't know what the fuck. So it's so confusing. Like, it's just like, I felt like in my mind, body, and spirit, just during that time period, just like, it literally just felt like when shoestrings or like your headphones just fucking like intertwine, and you're just trying to fucking just separate it. It's taking too damn long to separate, and now
the bus ride is over.
Oh God, oh God.
Your mom is still yelling at you, and it's about time to go in the house, and you can't put your fucking headphones on.
Oh God. But now I'm at the period where now I'm coming to realize that those are just growing pains, and it's nothing to fear or to worry about, and to embrace it, so you can like change your mindset of what it is.
Yes.
So
yes.
Change.
You know what's funny? You know something I was really afraid to change? My hair before I got locks. It was I had this nappy ass carpet fro.
Why do you say it like that?
It's the fact that your driver's license picture just immediately popped up in my
My hair looked like taco meat, and I just
it did.
I just and every girl in my life was like, "Did you have it right here for a reason?"
Yeah.
Okay. Every girl in my life was like, she was like, Trey, let me do something to your hair. Let me twist your hair. Let me put some moisturizer in it. Like, no,
Trey.
Can I give you some water, like, in your hair, like, please? Like, they were just trying. I was like, no, you don't understand my hair. It doesn't grow. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. And everybody was like, nigga, you need to do something about this. Like,
oh my God.
And I just did not take them serious. But then one day I was like, why not? My friend Nyla was like, bro, let me just twist your hair. Let me just twist it. If you don't like it, you can take it out immediately. Just try it. And then she twisted my hair, and then it looked terrible. But
Damn.
I will say it was new. It was a change. It was a difference. So I was like, maybe I should embrace this, you know. And then it was a protective style. So it was helpful because I had this habit of just like always going in my hair and like kind of just pulling my hair out because it like felt good. It was like a nervous type of
trichotillomania.
Is that what? Do they have? They have a word for it, right?
That's the word for it. Yeah.
It was an anxiety type of thing. Like so yeah, she put it in the protective style, and then I embraced it, and now I'm where I'm at. So that just shows you, like don't resist change. Yeah. Be okay. Yeah. With accepting something new.
I've been reading a lot, like a lot of reading, an excessive amount of reading, and I've been learning a lot of new things. But this book in particular, this one is about this psychiatrist, and he basically gets a patient in the 80s, and he has this patient in the 80s, and after 18 months of traditional therapy, nothing was working for her severe like anxiety problems, like just this nightmares, night terrors she would have. Just nothing was working. He convinces her to let him do a hypnotherapy session on her, and she ends up regressing into a past life. So from there, she immediately starts to get better, and they're doing these past life sessions for I don't know how many months this went on, but this book is recounting her past lives and the in-between state. So after she experienced this a life in this era, she a lot of her fears in this current life were related to her past life. So there was one where she died in there was like a tsunami or something like that, where a lot of water came and washed out her entire village, and she died drowning with her newborn baby like on her chest, and just a whole bunch of different types of craziness. Anyway, but after she dies in her lives, she floats out of her body, her soul. She can look down, and like how we kind of expect what happened when we die, like how they showed on TV. And she basically like is in this waiting period where we're not really sure how it looks. It might be like all black or whatever, but she's just like in this waiting period. There's a light, and she goes to the light, and once she goes to the light, she's reborn into a new body. But while she's in this waiting room, there are these things, like they're called the masters. And basically they speak through her to the psychiatrist. And that is the excerpt that I showed on my story the other day of who is talking. And basically they are telling what our life purpose is, like why we are here on this earth, the things that we are and are not to do, and what it all means.
And you grab some, and does that generally apply to? Is that something we can all take away from, like with their general? That's dope.
And
that's
the thing is, I was always there's been so many like, oh, when you die you go to heaven, but like heaven never seemed interesting to me. Like I'm gonna just be honest. I know that might sound crazy as fuck.
I feel you. It sounded like a fairy. It just sounded like a fairy tale.
But if you really think about it, the idea of living in a paradise for all of eternity, like you could just get whatever you want whenever you want it, like that's what makes it not good. There's nothing to work towards. There's nothing to desire. Like it's already there. There's nothing to achieve. You've already achieved it. Yes. And then my thing was, if you were also talking about this, it was like if all sins are created equal, the average person lies 4 times a day, but murder is often as well. So if I were to do a heinous crime like murder or assault, and I passed away, wouldn't it just be forgiven and I would be let into heaven? So what are the rules for life?
Yeah, that's a good question. I honestly would not fucking know, because I didn't know that they were all created. I didn't know all sins were equal.
Yes,
I didn't know that was like a Christian belief.
Yeah, that's why it's wild as fuck when Christians be on gay niggas for being gay, but it's like, nigga, you eat pork, or like, nigga,
you wear 2 different fabrics at once.
Like, oh God,
what the fuck?
Like, niggas be lying.
Yeah, it
be niggas who be cheating and doing all types of crazy shit, but be like, oh,
you gay.
On God, like,
you gay,
nigga, you going to hell? Like, nigga, who is you talking about?
You going to hell, nigga? The fuck? Hell no.
That shit is funny as fuck.
And that's such a
Like, but look at it. What were you saying?
Nah, that's just funny as fuck. Like,
yeah.
I had a thought about like them trying to scare us with hell, like just the fear tactic in general. It made me laugh, just like how like controlling that is for some people, and like that determines the things.
And I think that's why like this world is ruled with fear, because it's like death in itself. So many people are scared of dying because bro. Religion is such a gray area that even Christians don't fully understand that shit. So it's like they really thinking every day, damn, am I going to heaven? Am I going to hell?
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like that's on your conscience in in every moment. Even like if you're at Walmart and you ain't got no money and you know you need to take this shit, like you need to take that canned food or whatever you need, but you're like, oh shit, heaven or hell. It's just like, nigga, take the canned beans and walk out the store.
Not jail. It's heaven or hell.
Oh God. Oh God. Jesus, remember this?
Yeah, oh God. And it's so funny because I remember when I first moved into my last apartment, I was talking to this girl. If you're listening, hey Kinsley. But I was talking to her, and she was raised in a strictly Christian household, like wild as fuck Christian household, like just very stern in their beliefs. And I remember one night we were just on the phone, and I was just like, I don't like, we were talking about it because my projector ass, I be picking people's brains, and I was just like, I don't really understand why hell is so like feared. I mean, I would imagine like if I get stabbed in the stomach every day for the rest of my life, like, I mean, eventually
I'll get used to it.
Oh God, like, no. I mean, like if
I'm burning forever, eventually I'm become immune.
I mean, it's the same shit. Like, it's not that it don't sound that evil to me.
God.
And she freaked out, and then I turned around and I was like, I am God, and she was like,
what? I rebuke you.
No, she knows all love. Because when that happened, she was just so thrown aback. You know what?
The fact that you just took it a step further, like it was already shocking to her. Then you turn around, I am God. Oh no.
This shit is funny.
Hell no.
What were you about to say?
No, I mean, yeah, and you know what's funny though? A year later, she FaceTimed me. She's spiritual as fuck now. She got kicked out of her dad's house because of how spiritual she is. And she on that same shit now.
Well, I wanted to say, like, it's crazy how much of a common sense conversation we're having about something that really, really controls people's perception. Like you just that point about hell was like a great point. Like, if I'm burning forever, eventually, am I really burning forever? Like, you become immune to it, like all things. So it's like it just logically doesn't make any sense.
I think knowledge is when like ancient Africans passed down like certain traditions and like positions and like mantras and mudras. Yeah. All of them. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? That's like specific knowledge that helps, that can teach them mathematics, all that kind of shit. So I think spreading knowledge, like, it don't even have to be like purposeful. Like, for example, your content. That shit is educational. Even the videos that are not actually you sitting down telling niggas like, this is how I did this and this is how I did that. Like, even just your vlogs can teach people like, oh, this lifestyle is possible. That's like you're giving them knowledge. You're giving them access to your life and how you even made it in the first place.
Yes. Which, I mean, and that's very true. And I feel like, I mean, obviously, like Christians, whoever, Hindus, Muslims, they all have the right to share their knowledge, if you will. But this is this is the thing. I remember one time I was in Costa Rica. The first time I went to Costa Rica, there was this missionary out there. I don't know how the fuck he got there. Like, nigga, I'm in the middle of the mountains. Like, nigga, what are you doing here with a USA flag on your shirt, trying to like convert the locals who are living peacefully? Like, that nigga there trying with the Bible, bro. And I'm a nice ass nigga, so this nigga walk up, right? I'm just sitting outside meditating. He was like, hey, how you
You
doing?
know, meditation is of the devil.
Oh hell no! I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Man.
But no, this nigga walked up and was like, "Are you saved, sir?"
Saved.
I was like, saved.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God, that is such a propaganda way to say that shit.
Right. And so, you know, he got into a conversation about whatever he was here for.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Can I just a small derail with the same shit? Because that shit be blowing me the
irritating,
most. How is being saved even possible if our God is good? If the God is good,
We ain't even dead yet.
on God,
How we
what are you
saved?
talking about? Like, you gotta fucking give your life to Jesus Christ or else you going to hell. A baby cannot give his life to Jesus Christ. Like, I don't give a fuck if you dunk that baby in any type of holy water.
Yes.
The baby don't know what the fuck is going on. So how is the baby giving his life to a Lord? That's number one. Number two. So you telling me if said baby doesn't give his life away to the Lord, and then something happens, automatically
What?
Fucking
to hell. That's not my seed.
hell with
The
him,
fuck
bro.
is that?
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
because maybe that's a little bit extreme. So, what about my niggas overseas who just happen to grow up in another country
Yes.
where their main
Yeah.
main religion is fucking something
It
else?
could be Hinduism or
On
something.
God.
Yeah.
On God. So
Yeah.
it's like, so they don't even know about Christians because the Bible is banned in a lot of countries. If they don't even know, they didn't have access to that information, and they're not saved.
That's billions of people. So like you got to think about like
Yo,
where's
that's
the
that,
logic?
No,
Where's
that's
the
that,
logic?
bro.
in
That's
this-
that.
in
That's
this
that
belief
white
system?
shit,
I
bro.
don't
That's
understand.
white, bro.
That's
I
what I'm
don't get
saying.
it.
That's white. It's Caucasian as hell, bro. Cause it's like, they really just came over here, took this fucking land, and just said elite. Yo, me and Abby were talking about this shit the other night. I was like, we were watching like this show, like How Far Is Tattoo Far, but there's a British version of it that came before the American version, and I was just like, yo, people in Britain really talk like that. Like that's interesting. And we were basically like, Great Britain is like the grandfather of America.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
know that
that's-
we were talking about how the fuck you go to another country and there's a U.S. territory, like a U.S. base
Crazy.
in the country,
In the
and if
country,
you're
yeah.
on that base,
Yeah.
you're in America.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm in Thailand. Like,
Crazy.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's
These
wild.
niggas had the nerve.
Yeah.
Had the nerve.
Yeah.
I'm not done with Hawaii. Like, just thinking
Oh
about what
my
they
God,
did to Hawaii
bro.
pisses me off.
Bro,
And it's so crazy.
that shit makes me sad.
It's crazy
as fuck,
because like
bro.
America be talking shit about England and shit, and be talking shit, but it's like we're literally doing the same thing they're doing, just in a
Yeah.
new way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they used to call England the country that that the sun never sets because
The British Empire. The sun never set on the British Empire. Bro.
Yeah.
Because they had so much territory in other
Turn
other
it
parts
up.
of I wrote a poem about that shit. That shit pissed me off
On
when
God.
I was in 7th grade.
On God, so it's like they really just gave America the blueprint on like how to
Yeah.
conquer these lands and shit. And America be slick as fuck talking about they just some bases. They not bases.
They're not bases, bro.
They're
Bro.
not. But see, that's what makes me like. That's why I understand. Like, this goes back to the story because the nigga was on my
I'm
homie's
sorry.
property.
Oh,
Nah. It all correlates. Like, I was being nice and I was just letting him know I don't really follow that, and you know we're kind of having a back and forth, but it wasn't heated or anything. And like my homie Jay, he was sweeping on the porch. You know, he lives there, and he was just like, bro, I've heard enough of this shit. He was like, bro, if you don't get the fuck off my porch with this shit, bro, I done left America fucking 3 years ago, and you back on the. He was just so mad. He was like, I didn't leave this shit for you to come back over here and try to fucking gentrify the area with your fucking Christianity, bro. Like that nigga was just so done. Like that nigga walked out, he was like, I'm sorry, y'all have a good day. I was like, I wish I would have did that. I was being nice, but he was like, get the fuck out of here.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, he had to establish that boundary.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Mm.
I just don't have tolerance for it, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like it's so manipulative in so many ways. It's like it's so fucked up and like yeah, it's just manipulative. I just can't condone manipulation on my people. I fucking hate that shit.
Oh,
bro.
God.
Like that shit really hurts me to my soul because we are just spiritual sovereign beings, and it's like there's so many different ways they applied fear to limit you, to limit your soul's expansion. They just put fear in so many different corners. Fear God. God is a jealous God. Like, like they don't even. Oh my God.
That shit don't make no sense.
It makes no fucking sense. How is God
a jealous God? It makes no sense. It don't. It really doesn't.
It makes no sense.
And if that's the type of God y'all want to worship,
that's your perspective. You can have it,
bro. But it's like, stop saying like. Stop judging other people that don't go that route. Stop trying to... Because even all religions... My thing that I don't like about religion in general is the whole... If you're not part of this club, then fuck you. You just gonna be fucking abolished. Like, sent to hell.
Jehovah's Witness type shit.
Mm-hmm. On God. And it's just like, bro, we listening to y'all. We hear y'all. But it's like... The facts say this, and like not even just facts, but history. I don't even give a fuck if Jesus is real and if that nigga died for me. That's irrelevant. My nigga, where were you when my people were enslaved? Don't tell me no bullshit that you just let that shit happen now. Don't tell me no bullshit that shit was just supposed to be some type of divine lesson in our... No, nigga. Where the fuck were you when they were doing all types of sin and crazy shit to my people that still has impact till this day?
You know what they say?
What?
Free will.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
that shit piss me off.
Yo, you know what?
That's the answer. That's what they say.
But like, you know what is also worthy of like my foot up its ass?
My foot up its ass. Oh my God, what a way of putting it. That was so beautiful.
That was perfect though.
That was poetic.
Like,
what is it?
Shit, damn, did I forget? Hold on, give me a second. Fuck. What were you saying, AB? What did you say?
I was talking about Christians and...
Yeah, wow. I know.
Yeah. Talking about Christians.
The fuck? Fuck, Trey, what were we just talking about?
I think I said free will.
Oh.
I remember saying free will.
Oh, nigga, reparations, nigga. That's where I was going. I see the TikTok the other day, and it was this lady who had calculated like how much each black person in America would be given in the event that reparations were to occur. The total was over $3 billion.
Oh,
the total was over. Because she was like,
oh my
God. Like if we're literally, and this is only if we take the dates that were given to us in school. Oh, you think the Emancipation Proclamation, like you think all slaves knew about that shit the day that it went into effect? Like, right, you know what I'm saying? Right, that was 159 years ago. That's not how that shit worked.
There's record slaves up till the 50s in America. And, like, that's on record in the 50s. So let's not even talk about the niggas that's not on record.
And we be celebrating Juneteenth like that's the official day.
On God. That's just the first day they was allowed. They was just telling about it, bro.
They was basically like they did it with the 40 acres and a mule. That's how she started, because she was like, if they gave us 40 acres and a mule, how much money is an acre worth? And she times it by 40, and then she did the interest of like 5.6%, which is normal, and then she did that shit times 159 and came up with the fucking number, and she kept going. I was just like, Crazy. Even. I don't like the fact that reparations just seems to be a very big issue. Like
for them to actually give it to us?
Yeah. Like nobody is really like pushing that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you do with your money, nigga. If you want to go buy J's, nigga, I don't give a fuck. If you want to subscribe to every bitch OnlyFans,
that's on your nigga's birthright.
Nigga. Yeah. We earned this freedom, nigga.
So I got two questions for y'all. First question is, and if you were president or whatever the fuck, what reparations would you like? What's your reparations that you would give to the people? And the second thing is, what are you gonna say to the niggas like the fucking white people that are like, we don't owe you money fair. Because I didn't do that. That was
but you did. You did do it.
But you're reaping the benefits from it.
You did do it. That's my answer. Part of your lineage. You did do it.
I agree. You look, bro. Fuck that. We can go deeper than that, nigga. You chose your lineage for a reason. You connected to something that's connected to it. You're responsible. Fuck that. Like I feel like we choose our parents. We choose our lifetimes. Like we choose our bodies and all that shit. You
you lined up with that lineage and that ancestral DNA for a reason. So
Okay.
yeah,
And it's
that's on you. Maybe you don't realize that's.
And
true.
what was your first question?
Well, like, what's your reparations? Like, what do you do for the people?
Nigga, fucking money, resources, clean fucking water, nigga. The fuck, like, why is that such a such a hard thing for people to get?
I was saying about the Flint, Michigan shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But there's even more places in America that do not have clean water. Yeah. They don't have access to, like, their schools have black mold. For one, my reparations would be rewriting the whole public education system. Facts, nigga, the fuck. That's where I'm going with that shit as well.
And letting black people know that we're not all from fucking Africa. Like,
on God.
Fuck, nigga.
On God.
You know how many of us are native to this land? Literally, like, black and indigenous people, like, literally, like, that needs to be known. People need to know that. But
I just feel like reparations could go so far beyond money, because, like, nigga, give us all $1 billion each. I'll take $1 billion, and then you fix a lot of the shit wrong with this country, nigga. Stop with this red 40 in the food. Stop with these chemicals. Stop dyeing the meat pink. Like, fucking stop. Like, a lot of shit is wrong. Stop bro.
Give us back our black.
What is the word when they what is the word? Criminalizing fucking plant-based medicine.
Yeah.
Stop criminalizing that shit.
Crazy.
Allow the medicine corporations to change. Stop suing people who are going out of their way to be but why is it bold as hell to say that shrooms cure depression? Like, I be saying that shit I don't give no fucks.
That's common sense. Like, I mean, it's not. They act like they need scientific discoveries. Like, nigga, what the fuck? I can tell you that. Like,
God!
I can tell you personally through my experience that's happened.
That shit there's so much to it. Like, just every aspect of like, stop doing construction, bro. Stop construction. Like,
just stop. Yeah, no more building shit. We got
enough. Nigga.
We got enough. We rebuilt the shit that's already fucked up.
Oh God.
Like, stop cutting shit.
And if you in any area knock down some projects in order to build higher income housing, give those houses back to the people you stole from, nigga.
Yes.
Like, affordable housing is ridiculous out here, nigga. If you really make the fucking rent, stop letting landlords get away with shit, bro. Landlords be pissing me the fuck off, because it's like, y'all are just milking it. Y'all are just charging the fuck out of anything for no reason. Like, why do I pay $2,200 a month to live here, and the maintenance men give me a problem every time they come into my unit, and they're coming into my unit once every 2 weeks? Bro. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Nigga. Once this lease is up, nigga, I'm leaving them a heavily worded Google review. Nigga, the fuck, nigga, this shit is crumbling, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, what the fuck is going on that we're living in right now? Like, I wonder.
I've been thinking about that shit. We need, like, it's at the point where
we need land.
Nah, this is the generation where there's going to be actual, like, superheroes or, like, Robin Hood type of niggas, because like, someone has to break down the, like, prison industrial system. Like, someone needs to do something, and I don't know. I
can't wait to riot.
On God. Yeah. There actually needs to be proper rioting. I feel, bro, what y'all...
that's
off camera. I don't know what you about to say.
But no. Right. We got to do that.
No, ma'am.
But we need to properly learn how to riot.
What y'all trying to...
It's funny as fuck, because when all this shit comes crashing down, regardless of how much we try to hide it, niggas gonna know it's me.
Oh God.
Niggas will know it's me.
And this might be a controversial take, but man, fuck all that protest, like, sign holding shit at the Capitol. Fuck that shit. That's not Yo,
bitch, I want fire.
No, oh God, I'm sorry. That's cute. The Black Lives Matter posters and standing and you know what I'm saying, the little chants is cute. But that shit is not doing shit, bro. Yeah. Them officers are still free. It took them damn near a year just to incarcerate a motherfucker. Like, niggas aren't talking about other people who are dying, but then they're going to, like, show George Floyd's death on. Like, it's so much, like, we're being manipulated. Like, they're playing... It's real. They're playing y'all niggas like pawns, bro. They want y'all niggas out there with the signs, out there in the Capitol, you know, just being peaceful, protesting. They're going to take a couple of police officers who's mad as fuck, release them niggas. Now they want to start beefing with protesters. Creates dangerous environment. Some shit breaks out. The media is gonna capture it. Oh, look at the protesters. Look at the cops. Look, and they's gonna make your ass mad. You gonna go
out there. Now it's your turn.
Oh God, you finna get shot up by some crazy white boy who came out there trying to protect his neighborhood or something. Bro, it's just
wild. Like that's not
on God.
It's not the way to like actually create a difference. You know.
On God.
Well, I mean, do y'all feel like the answer is leaving or like
living
in the country or build community within?
Well, you have to start
within America?
For one. This is the step by step how we're gonna do this.
Oh God.
We're gonna start internally for
Facts.
one.
That's facts.
We're gonna build a foundation internally, knowing exactly what it is. So if a motherfucker try you, nigga, you know you're educated, nigga.
Facts.
You ain't gotta worry. If you don't believe me, fine. Fuck you. I don't have to help your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Foundation within. Step one. Step two.
Without question.
Create community, nigga. Like what we've already been doing, nigga. I met you at one of my events, like you know, like shit, like camping trip, like that's ideal. That's where it needs to go. That's what we have to do next, nigga. Step 3, get the fuck up out of here. Either we fight,
gain capital or resources.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Because before we leave, let's for the people who can't leave. For the people who have not woken up yet, let's do something for them.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can I just say this?
Go ahead.
I've been thinking about this. I just want them to be
Hell nah.
Gain capital and resources within the community. This is what I was thinking, right? The real reason why niggas are afraid to leave is because they feel like an individual. If we build an actual community, a community where there's businesses and actual money that's being circulated within the community, it'll be easier for all of us to move. So it's like, for example, if I decide to start up a company and I'm like let's say a fashion design company, and then I get niggas in my community to screen print, to embroider. Yeah. I get niggas in my community to model, to fulfill my shipments, and to do all that shit. And people are around me, like, I hire them to work for me. Now we all have money that we're circulating with each other. Like, gaining capital and resources and actually building that circulation of money within the community is big.
It is.
You're right. You're exactly once you have that, you have the world. You can do anything pretty much.
It can grow from there.
Yeah, because once you detach and it's like I'm not working for the government. I'm not working for a nigga who's part of this government. I'm not working I'm not getting that type of money. I'm making it all on my own or within my community. Bro, you can just dip, like go to a different country or stay within the land and just buy a ton of acres and just make sure that shit is protected.
Yes.
But
land is a very crucial part of it. And I think about buying land all the time, and I think it's like, obviously you can do it on American soil. I personally probably wouldn't, just because it's like you can get more for less money outside of the country and with better soil, because we have fucked America's soil. American soil has just been fucked, bro. Like, I was listening to Sad Guru had this interview on Hot 97, which is dope. I'm glad he actually came to Hot 97 to do an interview. But he was talking about it was like it was a merging of cultures. But I was happy to see him talk, because he was talking about saving the soil. Like, he was like, first we gotta save ourselves, but then we also gotta save our soil. Like, this is really important. We don't have the soil, we don't have nutrients, we don't even have the fruit that we'll be getting from the soil won't even have much nutrients anyway. It'll just be like fucking eating water or some shit, like, and not even good water. So it's like, he was just saying that's so important. And I always think about, like, if I'm gonna buy land, it's gonna be somewhere outside of the country where the soil isn't fucked. But I mean, it'll be a brave soul. It would take a brave soul to, like, do it here in the country and be like, let me try to do the work here. But I try to question how much am I willing to do.
I have 2 points on that. How do you react when people be like, you're gentrifying
when you move to another country?
For one, I feel like I don't believe in borders.
Me neither.
I don't believe in boundaries separating us by cultural. That's the white man's POV.
I don't either.
I feel like to engage in that and let that be a factor of me going back and forth in my head whether or not I should do
Hawaii or go to other
yeah,
places like
I
that.
feel like as long as I am there with pure intentions and looking to create community and build something up based on pure intentions, it should be fine. Like for people to look at like people going to places like Costa Rica and Mexico and think like I can understand if you fucking buying the block, knocking their shit down and building new, or shit like that. I understand that, but that's not pure intentions. You know,
it's a difference. No, it's a difference because this is all, bro. We're inhabitants of Earth.
We are of Earth.
We're of Earth.
The only thing that we can call ourselves is either being or Earthling.
Literally,
American don't exist.
American don't exist.
African don't exist. It doesn't fucking.
I think what
exist.
gentrifying really is when someone knocks down someone's culture or like their habitat and pretty much builds something of theirs on top of it for ill will. Honestly,
or for just
in general, because like if you're gonna knock some shit down. Like, and you don't have the real permission, not just, I bought this land, like the actual permission of like
the people.
Yeah, then that shit is just fucked up.
I agree.
How much are you willing to be a part of, you know, this second coming of the internet? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we could use this to our advantage. Like, I was really looking into NFTs and like what they're really trying to use it for, and it's like they're making games to where you don't even have to design a game. You could just design clothes within the game and actually make money, because people are going to buy these garments like real pieces of clothes for their avatars or weapons or power-ups or like whatever the fuck you trying to sell and shit. And you can also buy land, and there's a lot of shit you can do on the metaverse. But I'm saying all that to say, like, when it comes to currency, crypto is probably going to be the way you can be independently, like, you can be independent from the government and still have money, like a lot of money. Like, you don't, they're not going to come for you for having a crypto account, because everyone's going to have.
Are you saying like having the US dollar, they can still like, they can still manage it, or they can still just like control your funds? Is that what you're saying?
Man, I feel like, I mean, technically I feel like they shouldn't, but they probably can, because if you're building a community of black people, I don't want it to be on no fucking Black Wall Street where they're going to bomb us, or they can easily just hack our accounts.
I get what you're saying. That makes sense. Like, if you are starting your own community, I guess you want to start your own currency, you know, or have your own currency, like something that's more financially free or like financially liberated or separate from the system. Facts. Which goes back to you saying take your money out the banks and shit like that. So it's like, it's the same thing, you know.
Have you seen Ready Player One?
I saw half of it. I need to finish it.
You should finish it.
I need to finish
it. We should
rewatch
that shit. That shit was a good movie.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah. From what I saw, I was like, what the fuck? This is a different type of film.
Yeah.
I need to finish it.
You know they're making a second one?
That'd be fire. Is it Ready Player 2?
Yeah. Yeah. Which makes sense.
Makes sense.
You know? Yeah.
Makes sense. Did you want to do like did you want to do separate content for relationships?
I was about to end this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
We can do that later.
Okay, do it later.
We can talk about that later.
Okay.
But yeah, so much to talk about. Like,
yeah, we went. I think it went full circle.
I think this is great though. Yeah, it went phenomenally.
It did.
It went exactly how it needed to go. Like, change is the only constant. That's the only constant. It's the only constant.
Yes, that's
beautiful, bro.
That's beautiful. That goes.
That's fucking beautiful, bro.
That's the thing.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to get out there, build community. Join my masterclass.
Hell no.
To build community.
It can help somewhere. It correlates.
Oh God! Like, but other than that, be sure to check the description box to follow all these beautiful brown people that we've had in this episode, and you guys will see me next week.
And now for the Flow Network. All right.
Oh, thank God. Audio's good.
Bout it. I'm bout it. I'm bout it. Came up from the bottom, the wine, the cellar. Only one at top, I had to tell her. Niggas know I'm bout the time together. But no, I had some time.